Welcome to Fine Fires YouTube. Today we're gonna have an adventure over here at Star Wars Celebration. Now that you follow me on Instagram, you can follow me on Instagram at the Calibre. Please subscribe, hit the like button, fire it up. I'm the main host, Mondo. Let's do this. Before we get today's video started over here at Star Wars Celebration, I do want to take a moment to say hello to everybody in the Five Fire community with acknowledgement of the pain and suffering from all the families in Uvalde, Texas, Robb Elementary School. It was a terrible tragedy that has occurred. I do want to dedicate today's vlog and a portion of today's vlog funds of this video to the families that have been affected, to the GoFundMe. My prayers and thoughts go out to all the families affected by this terrible tragedy, with respect to everybody from the bottom of my heart. We are at Anaheim Convention Center for Star Wars Celebration 2022. I don't know what to expect. I was supposed to do my first Star Wars Celebration pre-pandemic, but it has returned now, and I am so excited. There is a big panel currently occurring right now as we speak. So we'll see how all the information that comes out of that. But we're gonna do a whole walkthrough, have fun, and just see what Star Wars Celebration is all about. Today's opening day, Thursday. They do allow parking at Toy Story. So if you are interested, they are letting convention center parking occur there. Also, you are able to get your badges and your vaccination wristband or negative test, because you need this. You do have to wear a mask for this event. That's the rules that have been implemented for this celebration. And for will call of the wristband and your badges, everything will occur at the Marriott Marquise Ballroom. It was a very quick process, so if you are interested, that's the best way to handle that. All right, let's fire it up. I don't even know where to start. Whoa. This place is huge. And I have bags. It will keep it safe. Checking out some of the toys. Got Black Chrysanthemum right here. This is the first time I've seen toys made out of him.
Here it comes. All right, listen. We're going to start this session.
Here's like a Funko photo op that they got built. This is so cool. Here we have the Mandalorian. So cool to see the Boba Fett stuff too. Wow, so good with Grogu. Wow. I feel like I'm here just for the toys. Wow, that is cool. I think this just debuted not that long ago on a Hasbro website. Wow, that is cool. That's an Obi-Wan Kenobi. We got Reva. This is so cool. I wonder how soon these will all like arrive at the store. Here we have some Black Series lightsabers. That is so cool.
Our model doesn't do it, but the actual item, the side windows are lit up.
Wow, and we got Mandalorian. I know some of these have been available already at Star Trader inside Disneyland. And then Boba Fett. Checking out another cool shop. We got some houseware related to Boba Fett. And then check this out. Mandalorian and Grogu onesies. What? That's so cool. They even got a Boba Fett version. Oh my gosh, I don't know what I walked into over here. You didn't do it. I feel like I could just spend hours looking at all the toys and merch and figurines. This is so cool. Oh my gosh, the details. For Boba Fett, $4.95. The amount of detail is just incredible. Incredible. Wow. I guess some of these have just come out, and I guess today's the first day of delivery for some of these items. We got a Darth Maul down here. I can't wait to bring Mystery Bay to this. She's gonna freak out with all these cool figurines that we're seeing. My goodness, the details is just insane. Here we're taking a look at some of the Celebration exclusives.
Oh, wow.
They don't even have a price for some of these. Oh, this is cool. This is an intense moment right here, my goodness. And the price for this figurine, this diorama is $5.95. Even these are for sale. Holy smokes. Boba Fett, Darth Vader. Wow. And they're tall, look at that. We got Mandalorian on a speed bike with little Grogu. Baby Grogu. Moff Gideon. Does he have a saber? Oh, he does. Wow. Got Jabba the Hutt. Yeah. If you're into figurines or statues today, you're dropping money. So much cool stuff. So I just got done with that like beginning portion. Star Wars Celebration's a lot bigger than I was expecting. I am going to be able to walk the whole grounds and see what's all available throughout this event, because this is huge, way bigger than I was expecting. I was not lucky enough to get any of the panels or anything like that, sadly, but I could imagine all the news once the panels start delivering. If anything big show-wise or movie-wise drops, or toy-wise probably, we'll definitely know, and we'll definitely cover that, hopefully on Speculation Sunday, with all the changes occurring. I know that I think there's even a Disney Parks panel, so that's going to be very interesting to see what they talk about with Galaxy's Edge related. But I even saw earlier on someone's Instagram that there is a Galactic Star Cruiser section, so I really want to check that out, because that's the closest I'm going to get to the Galactic Star Cruiser anytime soon. All right, let's keep checking out the grounds over here. We got a bunch of Her Universe. I'm not sure if these are new or exclusive to this celebration. We got a lot of merch. Just made my way to the far left of the convention, and holy smokes, this is so cool. What? There's like Darth Vader over here? Is that a photo op with Boba Fett? Oh my gosh. So over here on the far left of the convention, we got lots of props. This is so cool. I feel like he's like staring in my soul right here. Just checking out more of the props that they got set up here. Incredible. Incredible. Oh my goodness, this is so cool. I just can't believe all these incredible photo ops. And it's so streamlined, it's awesome. Literally awesome. And I think we got some Mandalorians over here too. Oh my gosh. This is so cool. I am just mind blown right now. Like, we're just literally in a Star Wars universe. Just walked to the far back left. I'm not sure what's going on with this setup and stage, but I think an interview might happen over here. This is pretty cool. We got some seats right here.
In Willow. The other watched it a bunch as a kid. Now all three are back with a brand new series coming to Disney Plus. Please welcome to the stage Warwick Davis, Joanne Riley, and executive producer and writer John Caston. Overwhelmed. My heart is 3 sizes too big from that trailer. I have waited 34 years. How does it feel to be back?
It's incredible. I mean, it's thanks to many people in this room, apart from John, that we're here doing this, because they're the fans who kept this alive all these years.
Yeah. Joanne, how's it feeling for you?
Well, I just can't believe it. It's so, I never thought that I would ever see this day. I heard rumblings over the years and just nothing ever came of it. And I thought, oh well, maybe it would kind of be a shame to have to go back. And then when this came up, and the scripts are so good, and it's unbelievable. I'm like, yes please. Like, I'm so thrilled to be here. It's unbelievable.
And you know, speaking of the scripts and coming back, John, I know this is something that you have been wanting to do for so long.
Absolutely. And I mean, I was texting you last night about this. We were on a chat. I was wandering around downtown Disney, and Anthony was like commenting on my Instagram post. I was like, have you seen the trailer yet? He's like, not yet, but I've been waiting 34 years for it.
Well, I feel like even when we were talking about Solo, you and I got into a discussion about Willow, because this thing is such a cult classic. People are so in love with this. This is one of the films, my sister and I, we wore out videotapes. Videotapes are what movies would come on before the internet. What did it take to kind of get this to come back?
Well,
How did it happen?
I'll tell you a funny story about that, which is that the first time we were on the Solo set, I met Warwick. I wanted to be introduced. I knew he was there. We were in the Canary Islands. I went up to him. I said, Warwick, I'm going to convince them to do a Willow series. It's going to be great. He looked at me like, yeah, I've been talking about this for years. I said, great. We're both going to do it. Fantastic. I turned. I walked away. I'm like, I'm not going to convince anyone to do it.
And I feel like you turned around, Warwick, and you were like, I've heard it.
That, like, I couldn't do it. And then Ron Howard came and worked with us on Solo, and it was like everything came together. Ron, Warwick, myself, we pushed it through, and before we knew it, we were on set. I was calling Joanne saying, like, you're coming back. We're making a true sequel. And one of the fun things about this, you know, I'm as big a Star Wars fan as anyone in the world. I'm excited for Andor, I'm excited for all these things, but with Willow, we got the opportunity to truly make a sequel and to see what happens to these characters, where those adventures go, what threats are still out there in the world from the movie, and who's going to have to face them and answer the question, what happened to Laura Dammon?
Yes.
John did such a great job with the scripts. I mean, you know, the original movie, if you think about it, it's very funny, a lot of comedy, and John brought all that to the series as well. So it's not only magical and adventurous, but it's funny as well.
Yeah. What do you think it was about the original Willow that people really just loved and latched on to? You said it was funny. I remember some dark moments really stuck with me as a kid, but like in a good way. What do you think it is about Willow that people love?
I think it was the charming lead actor.
Okay. All right, Joanne, what do you think it was?
Love him. Give it up for Sean Funko! Gentlemen, thank you so much for joining me. It is an absolute pleasure to have you here. Now, I have to ask, did you expect The Mandalorian to become such a global phenomenon?
You know, honestly, I was just happy to get to make Star Wars, you know? And Dave and I were working on it. It was a small project at the time because there were movies happening and there was a lot going on in Star Wars. And we were small, and Disney Plus hadn't even launched yet. So we had no idea it would become so such a big cultural presence. Especially the characters, especially, you know, Mandalorian, Baby Yoda are everywhere. I think we really benefited from iconic characters, but I think also people really, it felt like people really connected with those characters at a time when, you know, a lot of us were locked inside, we didn't have a lot to do, theaters were closed, and so these little stories started popping up people's homes, and thank you to everybody here for signing up for. I mean, this is why we get to do what we love to do. So thank all of you.
Now, in this era of spoilers and leaks, how do you keep exciting reveals like, I don't know, Grogu, the return of Luke Skywalker? How do you keep up until the moment they air?
It's really difficult. We don't even tell most everybody on set what's going on all the time, and that's not always as intentional. We come up with little code names and things. I think we think of how we would have felt deceived as fans ourselves and try to think like that. And smart as fox by being a fox, right?
It's like trying to wrap Christmas presents with everybody running around the house. So
and then we forget sometimes that people coming in, like Rosario didn't even know that she was in a scene with Luke because we kept calling him Plo Koon, which...
That was his nickname.
When we made that the code, remember we thought, well, that makes sense because people think that I would bring him back because people know I like that character. And I we did it.
We even have, you can see some of the artwork, the production art, we wouldn't even have them draw Luke Skywalker in, we had them draw that.
We had these
character.
awesome paintings of Plo Koon, and I'm like, I only get to see this, no one else got to see this. We thought of putting them in though, at one point.
We even had a CGI head for that character, so that when you saw the dailies or the editing room, it looked like that was the characters. We actually paid for visual effects that we didn't use just to fool people who are working on it.
I think that was well worth it, and there was a lot of surprise. Also, speaking of return characters, the hat is back.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. I'm shooting now, but yeah, I wear this more when I'm.
Yeah, and just so you all know, Dave is actually just began the Ahsoka series. he drove all the way here, and as soon as he gets off stage here, I think you have one more panel, and then go all the way back to Manhattan Beach.
I gotta be there. I gotta be there.
We couldn't miss this.
It's the most fun every day. I can't even tell you.
I will say, seeing the chair and the hat on it the other day it was a very exciting moment. Now, if you had to pick, what is your favorite part about making Star Wars? Besides the fact that you're actually making Star Wars.
Yeah, that's hard. I don't know.
The question, the answer's in the question.
I know.
I mean, it was, you know, I was an usher in a movie theater when Return of the Jedi was in theaters, and I was there watching from the audience. And it's always something I loved and always worked its way into like little mentions and other things I've written or done. But just for all the stars to align that I would be able to write a story and that we would have a medium to do it in, and to have Kathy and everybody at Lucasfilm be open to me bringing an idea to them. And then also the big part is me and Dave getting to know each other from all the way back at Skywalker Ranch when I was mixing Iron Man. He was making Clone Wars. I was the first person not at Lucasfilm to see Clone Wars. And I said, if you ever need an extra voice role, and that's how I ended up.
I put you right in. Yeah. I think the way to explain it for me is like, I sit down in a computer and I write a story, I write a moment. And I talk to John, I say, I think if Ahsoka could know this kid's name because she would be able to speak somehow with him that only a Jedi could intuit. And then you write that scene, and there's trees and a creek, and Mando's there, and Grogu's there, and Ahsoka's there, and then you go over the costumes in great detail, and you talk about fabrics. You build this thing over several months leading up to a moment where you walk through the doors of a stage, and there's the forest, and there's the child, and there's Ahsoka, and she kneels down, and it's awesome. And I love it. And it's awesome. And it never stops being that awesome. And it's the whole crew, it's everybody involved. It's not just one person. Because we know the only person it really was George. And he created this, and he got to play in it. And that is like, I think the spirit of everything we should be doing is, you know, he's hopefully looking over all this and still guiding it, because he left us such a great galaxy to play in, and that's how I feel about it. So.
It's a beautiful sandbox. Now, aside from your cameo, were there any other Filoni things that you've snuck into The Mandalorian, like you did with Rebels and the Space Wolves?
It's not really sneaking it in. The wolves were like right there, right? So I wasn't really snuck in. He thought it'd be really good for me to get on camera. I debated that because I'm like, I don't think the quality of the show goes up if I'm an X-Wing pilot. I think the quality of the show goes down. I told him I'd do it if Rick and Deb did it. So then it was the three of us, and I was joking. But he didn't think I was joking, and he held me to it. And now there are action figures that he makes me sign. He bought a whole case. I'm like, what are you doing with that? He's like, I want you to sign it. This is for my future. I'm like, you don't even, what are you talking about?
They've gone up in value. Yeah. You think NFTs are good?
This is the definition of a peg warmer. I'm sorry. I don't see it that way. But no, I mean, there's all kinds of little things here and there. There's one thing I do in particular that I don't think anyone will ever see, but a lot of my influence comes from, obviously, George, and then George's mentor is Akira Kurosawa. And so I've done a lot of study of that and talking to George about it. So I have a really small Akira Kurosawa figure, and he is in every episode I've directed somewhere in the set. And so I hide him in there, and when we shoot an episode I'm directing, he's always right by the monitors to remind me of a lot of his principles of filmmaking that he gave to George. So he's kind of like another kind of influence on what I'm doing. But he's in there, but it'd be very hard to see him. And there are little Pittsburgh homages because I love my hometown. So you see little golden triangles here and there, and you know, and Penguins got eliminated, so it's kind of a bummer. But this is really helping.
Listen, half this audience is going to go home and rewatch everything and look for that.
That's okay, but by the way, that works for us. Because that helps that Disney Plus thing, and we get to make more shows. So go rewatch it all you want.
Now, how has your working dynamic changed since the early days of developing season 1?
Our dynamic.
Well, our dynamic hasn't changed much. It's just now we have so much more to do. So I was very spoiled in the beginning by having Dave. Anytime I wrote a scene or a half of a script or a script, I could send it to him. He'd call me right back. We'd talk about it. And now, you know, because of the success of Star Wars on Disney Plus, Dave's now doing the Ahsoka show, and so now it's a sort of the reverse where he's writing stuff, sending it to me. I'm commenting on that. So it's a really interesting flip on it because now I'm starting to see the vision that he's come up with, not just over the last, you know, over just these last few months, but for a decade as he's been dealing with these characters. So to see the fruition of those characters and to be able to talk to Dave, and now we have a shorthand because when he started off, he came out of animation. Now he's a very experienced live action director. And so now it's like director, writers, producers talking together about the best way to tell a story that's so personal to Dave.
Cannot put into words what an exciting moment this is for me as a human. And I just want to thank you both so much for taking time out of your day.
Can I invite the people here to something? We just announced in the panel that there's something called the Mandalorian Experience. And we brought a lot of props and set pieces and droids down here, and it's free, and you could go to the Fairview Portals Instagram or the Star Wars Celebration app. If you're here, sorry people at home, but if you're here, you could go on down and check out all of our sets and costumes and everything.
Go through the thing. Again, thank you guys so much for taking time out of your busy schedules to come and spend time with me. And I will say thank you again for all that you.
Came over to our game, Star Wars The Old Republic. That is incredibly exciting. Star Wars fans are going to be psyched about that. We're psyched about it as well, and our friends from Star Wars The Old Republic, they will be visiting our booth 3 times during the event.
Welcome to Celebration. Welcome back to Star Wars. I mean, now that you know brought Bo-Katan to life in animation and live action, I mean, this character has had such an amazing journey. Can you tell me what it was like in those initial meetings when you learned that you were going to be taking this animated character and bringing her to life?
Absolutely. I mean, come on, lucky girl, right? It just doesn't happen. I remember Celebration 2018 in Chicago. I cornered Dave Filoni. And I said, so I hear about this show, Mandalorian. And my character's not dead. So, how good of friends are we? He said it was already in the works, but I like to think that I had some sway. And so that was what, came to fruition that in Chicago. However, I didn't believe anything was actually going to happen. And I got a phone call that Jon Favreau wanted to sit down with me. So I looked at my husband and I was like, what? What? Who? Oh my God, okay. So I go in and I'm sitting there. It takes me, it takes me 20 minutes to figure out that my face is already on the wall as this character. It took me so long to realize that he was asking me if I wanted to be in the show. And I remember almost diving over the table, being like, are you kidding? I think an expletive came out of my mouth. Of course. I was like, of course I'll do it. Are you crazy? Yeah.
What was it like bringing a character that you originated?
Watching her grow and change and evolve as a character, and she hasn't stayed stagnant. She's learning her lessons. She's figuring out the mistakes that she's made. She's potentially, you know, she's paid the price for a lot of mistakes, and she's having to deal with that. And I think that fans can resonate with that sort of like growth and that guilt and that making mistakes and trying to atone.
She's a very complex character.
Yeah.
Now, when you come out here to Celebration, this is like the best family movie in the world, and you're no stranger to the convention circuit. What's so special about coming to this event for you?
You know, this is so different. I've been coming to conventions now for, I'm so gonna age myself, but like 20 years. I remember my first convention for Battlestar, and I was not prepared. I was not prepared for the love that comes from sci-fi fans. And
Also over here by the main stage where the live show's happening, they got lots of signings that go down in this back area. Have Ashley Eckstein back there. We have another character, Katie O'Brien from Mandalorian. We even got Chewbacca. And it looks to be where you do like a signings for just like pictures and stuff like that if you bring any props. All this was paid previous, so that is not free. You gotta pay for these.
Trilogy of all 3 movies, and we have some, we call them our posters.
Oh my gosh. This is so cool.
Lots and lots coming from Castify. Thank you so much for stopping by, Jack. We've got more Star Wars.
You just never know what you're gonna see out here. It's so cool. Here we got some props from 501st Legion. And these are all just really cool photo ops throughout the whole like event. They're not charging to do these, but the props they're using are incredible. So incredible.
You don't want to lose. I want you to make we love Mandalorian too.
Oh my gosh, Chewie! That is so cool. It is so much fun. I've had a blast so far for Star Wars Celebration. I just got done with the live panels. We just got done seeing some cosplayers and Chewbacca just walking around, which is incredible. I really feel like I'm in some Star Wars universe. Like the outfits out here are just like in the movie. Like you feel like you're in the movie. But we're gonna keep walking around over here at Star Wars Celebration and see what other panels and booths there is to see and check out. Check it out. It's called a Micro Galaxy Squadron. Never seen these before. These are cool. They also got this right here, the Millennium Falcon. Then it says it makes sounds and it does have some lights. This one's being sold for $45. Here we got a Darth Vader being sold for $650. Just epic moments with these figurine sets that they sell here. Also got Anakin. And for Anakin, he's being sold for $585. Look at this Rey. Wow. also got lots of t-shirts being for sale here. I'm gonna have to get that hello there. Da, 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 da. Big shout out to Casetify. They did gift us not too long ago some of the phone cases that are from like this original trilogy, and they still have lots of these for sale on their website. And here's kind of a good view at it all.
No, we don't.
If you are interested, they do iPhones.
Yeah.
And they even got the Samsung. Also got Galactic Star Cruiser. This is what I want to check out. And then it looks like they got something involved in Lego back there. So still lots to see, but I'm really curious to see the Galactic Star Cruiser stuff. Well, this is definitely the closest I'm gonna get anytime soon to any of this Halcyon merch. It's cool to see in person. Currently, the only way you can see it is Florida. I'm not sure if anything's new from opening day. That backpack is really nice right there. Oh, they even got the lightsaber right here. Wow. Oh, that's cool. Oh, they got the jewelry too. That's so cool. This is so cool. So they got a Disney Parks product review, and it says that these are coming soon. And they just released a picture for the new Indiana Jones movie as well at the panel we were just watching for the live stream. But imagine this at the parks. What? That is cool. Here we got some Obi-Wan Kenobi pins. And then an Andor as well. Oh, those are now available. Wow. And then this one's coming soon right here. I did see this t-shirt yesterday at the parks over there at Star Trader. And I think Star Wars Trading Post in downtown Disney as well. I wonder when these are gonna arrive. Maybe for Star Wars night, which is Friday. Wow. That is cool. There's so much cool stuff on the way. My goodness. Here we got a Darth Vader Funko Pop. It's like original concepts merchandise. That's cool. And then this backpack released either 1 or 2 days ago inside Disneyland and downtown Disney. Oh, and then all the Star Tours merch. I love it so much. And this is all related to Disney parks, a lot of Disneyland. Making our way now to the Lego section, and here they have incredible photo op. Wow. All made out of Legos. That is so cool. Checking out some of the Legos. We have an Imperial Probe droid. I feel like it's like a tongue twister. Republic gunship. Wow, that's cool. And we also got the land speeder like Luke. I already got some Legos straight from the Mandalorian. That is so cool.
Out there's a world outside of yonder. Way out there beyond this town wanna be. There's a slick town.
These are not the droids that you're looking for. One thing I had no idea even existed at Star Wars Celebration, Tattoo Pavilion. That is right. There's people out here getting tats. And there's really amazing artists, it looks like.
Those are tight. There you
We were able to do standby for the Mandalorian prop experience that they're doing in here. I heard this is like super cool. Let's check it out. After about an hour wait, they finally made it through. Here we got the N1 Starfighter. This is so cool. Here we got like some 3D images. I don't think this will come out through camera, but in like my eyes, it's coming off the screen. It's pretty crazy. That's cool. That is cool. This is so cool. I am just shocked at how cool these props are. To get so close to all these movie props or TV show props. Just the detail. I feel like I'm on set. Like I don't know what else to feel like. I got so much. It's incredible. Boba Fett seems pretty tall, like this outfit right here. Also too, for the Mandalorian experience, they do have shirts dedicated for Celebration. And they actually had 3X. Surprisingly, that was cool. Here we got some of the merch. Got this Grogu one. And we also got this side too. Look at this shirt too. It's a Luke Skywalker scene. Totally buying this. I cannot leave without getting this. It's the first time I've seen this. And it's for Celebration too. One big tip for Star Wars Celebration is this right here. There's a thing called Lightspeed Reservation, and they go up at 8:30 in the morning. And whatever panels, shopping, just stuff like that there is to do. If you weren't lucky to get a panel or shopping time in the beginning, you are able to do it the day of, and it happens at 8:30. Here's the QR code. Definitely make your way out to the Mandalorian experience, because that was incredible. What an incredible time we have had at Star Wars Celebration opening day. I am so glad that I waited for the Mandalorian experience. So after talking to a couple people, they have told me that nobody was aware that even existed until Favreau announced it at the panel in the early morning, the one that was at 11. So I guess they got first dibs, and then, you know, the word kind of trickled down that even existed. But if you do watch this video and you're coming to Star Wars Celebration in the next couple days, for sure do that Mandalorian experience. It is so, like, you can spend an hour, 2 hours in there just looking at everything and all the props and just how cool it all is in there. Amazing. And even Favreau was like meeting and greeting like in that experience at the beginning of the day. It was just so cool. So cool. Star Wars Celebration has been a lot of fun. Very thankful that I was able to make it out here, because for me, this is like, I feel like 3 years in the making, because I was supposed to go like pre-pandemic. So to finally do it is a true blessing, and I had a lot of fun today. But thank you everybody for watching Find Fire's YouTube. Don't forget to hit that like button on the way out, and thank you for supporting the fire. We are firing it down, burn it down. The Cali Bang is calling it a day. I'm the main host, Mondo.